Happy holidays and welcome back to my channel, Mother Suckers. Hey, I know y'all here for this tea, so let's get the spilling. Now, it's been Ari Fletcher versus the internet after this podcast drop where she did an interview and discussed that after dating Moneybagg Yo, she became more of an adult and more of a mature woman in a relationship. She admitted that before dating him, she was the toxic one in the relationship. She said that she liked to get into fights, she liked to get into arguments, she would pretend that she was leaving, she would say, call my assistant, book me a flight, call my mama, I'm leaving, I can't stand this nigga, get me out of here, all the while knowing that she wasn't going anywhere, she was not gonna leave, she just wanted him to chase her. She then described the scenario of someone pulling out a weapon and saying, you know, I dare you to leave, I wish you would walk out the door, and that would excite her. You know, she was saying that was exciting, that was love, that was the type of person or the type of men that she engaged in relationship with. Now, let me say this because I know you girls like to tussle, okay? Now, I did watch the interview and I do believe that she was reflecting on her past relationships. She was coming clean, saying that, you know what? After being in this new relationship, I can look back and see how toxic I was. So I will give her that. After that podcast episode dropped, she did receive a lot of backlash and people felt like she was praising DV.
Relationship this boy put out, nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about what happened to you, what trauma you had. Nobody cares. You trying to victimize yourself and use this. Oh, like this. Yeah, don't worry about my wig. Yes, child. Anyway, like, please, stop. You in the comments, you telling your stories about nobody cares. We do not care. We don't care. We don't care. We do not care at all. Like, we don't care. We don't care. We don't. We just don't care. One time my boyfriend, so what? So what? And now what? Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Y'all trying to victim. You want to be a victim so bad. Why you want to be a victim so bad? I know I look crazy. Y'all don't know about it. But like, we do not, I swear, I promise to Jesus, we do not care. Like, not this much. We don't care. Why y'all trying to victimize yourself and make this, oh, gun.
So after that Instagram rant, she took to Twitter and said, ladies, do you want your man to pull up on you? Like, shut the fuck up. I got so much power over the internet, it's scary. Y'all have no sense of humor at all. Nobody cares what you like. This is the Ari show. I talk, you listen, you talk shit, I get paid. Now, for me, Ari messed up when she got on Instagram Live and was like, you know, nobody cares. Nobody cares about your trauma. Nobody cares. Stop victimizing yourself. You're not a victim. Nobody cares. It's not about you. It's about me. Nobody cares about your trauma. Nobody cares if you had a gun put out on you. Like, that's where she messed up, baby girl. That's where Because I completely understand wanting to defend yourself, and maybe if people mistook what you said or your intentions, getting upset and wanting to clap back. But what you can't and should not, highly recommend you should not invalidate women who are victims of DV. You know, to say y'all want to be victims so bad. No, women who have experienced this don't want to be victims. And this is one of the shaming tactics that actually men use, you know, when women do speak out, or the reason why women don't speak out is because they're afraid that people are going to say, oh, you know, she just wants to be a victim. People are going to invalidate women's experiences, so much so to where some women say, what's the point of even saying anything? Nobody's going to believe me. And this is that toxic masculinity rhetoric, that patriarchal rhetoric that she's spewing. And it's so ironic because she's also a victim of DV. And it's ironic because when I was looking up the interview, I typed in her name and a video of G Herbo, her baby daddy, resurfaced when police was called because he was allegedly physical with her in front of their son. You can't make this up. Hello Jesus. They bugging. Let's go ahead and go up.
This way? They went that way. They should be going on. Okay, give me the child.
He beat the fuck out of me. That's clear as day. My ass hurting and black. I'm beat the fuck up. Ain't no decided to win his ass going to jail. It's over with, bitch. You done.
Go inside. I'll be there in a minute, okay?
Hey, you a dumbass.
So G Herbo was arrested for battery against Ari in April of 2019. The cops responded to Fletcher's call after she claims G Herbo went into her Atlanta home and took their son after a heated argument. She then took to Instagram to explain further detail. I'm not going to read it because it does get pretty graphic and it can be triggering for some, but she explained in detail the abuse that she experienced at the hands of her baby father. And so you have two different types of women who experience DV, right? You have the woman who has experienced something traumatic and they have sympathy and empathy for other women. They become protective of other women. They become mentors of other women. They become a safe space for other women because they know what it's like, right? To be, number one, in pain, number two, to be invalidated, and number three, to have to live and cope with that, right? And then you have another set of women, right? These women don't deserve things. These are the women who, because maybe they didn't receive validation or because no one really cared when they went through, they become hardened. They then become the perpetrators of what they experience. They then do to others what was done to them. Don't the Bible say, don't do to others, but they do to others? So for her to say that no one cares about, women's trauma who experience DV, I think she was projecting. And she meant what she said. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody cares because nobody cared when it was her. Nobody cared when it was her. Nobody believed her when it was her. Nobody came to rescue her when it was her. And then G Herbo went and cheated on her and had 2 more babies with his girlfriend. Nobody cared when it was Ari. And so she projects that same invalidation, that same hurt people. And it's nasty. It's nasty. I wasn't even too mad at the original interview because she is from Chicago. She experienced a lot. A lot of women, young women experience things like this. So it is important to talk about it and to say this is not okay. But for her to then respond and say, well, nobody cares about your trauma. Nobody cares if your boyfriend pulled a gun on you. It's like, well, why? Let's unpack that, sis. Like, why don't people care? Why don't people care about women who get abused? Why don't you care? Why you don't care, sis? Women are dying. And then her number one fan base is black women. She's not talking to white women. She's not telling white women nobody cares. I believe she's mixed with white, but I don't think white women know who she is. It's the black community that gave her a platform. So she's telling black women that nobody cares about their trauma. Nobody cares about their abusive boyfriends, husbands, strangers on the street. At a time where femicide is a thing, misogynoir is a thing. That was so evil. Like, I can't even watch that video too much because the demonic spirit behind that was so strong. And then you can't really correct her because she'll turn around and call you broke. She's one of those women that feel like, well, I have money, so I can't do no wrong. Well, let me explain something to you. You can have all the money in the world and still go to hell, baby. You can have all the money in the world, walk outside, get hit by a truck, and life will still go on. I know she thinks it's the Ari show, but life will still go on if she goes bankrupt tomorrow, if nobody knows who she is tomorrow, life still goes on. And so it's unfortunate that people put things before the safety of women. All the wigs in the world, all the lip fillers, the plastic surgery, the BBLs, the diamonds, it does not matter. At the end of the day, you can't take it with you. And this is a message for me, for everybody. These physical things that we think are so important, we can't take it with us to the other side. So before you say to somebody, you broke, I'm better than you because I got this and you don't got that, really think about that. Because on the inside, that person really might have more, right? Really might be richer than you. Mentally richer. Health richer. Love richer. The shit you can't see, that really be the most important thing. Sorry I had to get all, sentimental on y'all, but I gotta let y'all know, like, it's about to be a whole new year. It's time to grow up. It's time to change. It's time to be better individuals. Like, how can you fix your lips to come online and say nobody cares about trauma? Of course we care about trauma. Look at the world we living in. Like, people taking their own lives. This is nasty. This is nasty energy. I'm surprised. Being a fellow water sign, we don't claim that, okay? We're very empathetic. I don't know what this is. I think she got a little fire sign somewhere because this ain't water, honey. This ain't water. Now, the males on Twitter are saying that G Herbal dodged a bullet. First of all, G Herbal jeans is so strong. Y'all see that, baby? Carbon copy. Look just like Ari, baby. But yeah, so the males on Twitter are saying that G Herbal dodged a bullet. Ari is so toxic. And let's not do that because he did plead guilty for battery. Okay, so two things can be wrong at once. In this case, Ari and G Herbal were both too toxic for each other. Lava and lava make more lava. Okay, so both of them are toxic. But that's all from me. I would really love for Ari to see a really great therapist. I think there's a lot for her to unpack there. But y'all let me know down in the comment section, how did you feel about the initial interview with Ari? Did you feel like she was glorifying, DV relationships? How do you feel about her Instagram rant where she said nobody cares about DV? Y'all let me know down in the comment section, and I will see you at the next one.